a for sale by owner, there are 5 specific issues that you're going to run into or become aware of that most home sellers have no idea about. My name is Angela Toller. I'm your Metro Denver realtor, and let's dive into these issues that are unique to you as a for sale by owner. The first issue that you're going to run into is really pushy real estate agents. And these real estate agents come in 2 flavors. The first flavor of real estate agent is someone who has a client who is actively looking for a home like yours. Now, because you were doing this listing on your own, you're apt to get a lot of questions from the real estate agent. And what they're trying to do is pre-screen your property and make sure that they know enough information about your property before they get there with their client to do a viewing to be able to have a conversation with their client. And so actually this kind of pushy real estate agent is the good kind. But then there's the bad kind. And really what their goal isn't to look at your property, isn't to help you, but it's to try to get you to list your property with them by telling you how much more awesome they are. And these agents give the rest of us a really bad name, unfortunately. The second problem that you're going to be facing as a for sale by owner is people not seeing your property listing. And there can be a couple of reasons for this, but the biggest one, believe it or not, is Zillow's search criteria. So I don't know if you're aware, but when you go to search for a property inside of Zillow, if you want to see properties that are being sold by the owners themselves, you actually have to go into Zillow and you have to select, show me properties that are sold by owner or other. And if you don't select that criteria, then you never ever see those properties. So somebody could be on Zillow for a very long time looking for houses and actually never come across yours because they don't have that little toggle button turned on. The third problem that is unique to you as a for sale by owner is missing or incorrect data in your Zillow listing. And this happens because Zillow collects property data from the county records, and that's how they populate their database. So no matter what you put in, while it may stay there for a few days or a week, the next time they update their county-based database, your information is going to get overwritten by the county data and it will be wrong again. So unfortunately, this is one of those situations where you're going to have to be vigilant about the data, and you may have to do repeated updates to keep the correct information there. The fourth item that you may be running into as a for sale by owner is that your Zillow Zestimate is wildly inaccurate. And actually, as real estate agents, this is something we run up against all the time when trying to talk to people about selling their properties. And the reason the Zillow estimate can be off, and it can actually be way too high, or it can actually be way too low. But the biggest thing that causes this is that Zillow is using the county data and the sales data of homes, and it's looking at your house, bedroom square footage, that's it, and it's looking at your neighbor's house that sold, bedrooms, square footage, that's it. And it's coming up with an estimate of what your house should be worth based on that. What Zillow doesn't know, or the algorithm doesn't yet take into effect, is what does the interior of your home look like compared to the interior of the other homes in the neighborhood that have sold. And this is really where a real estate agent does come into play, because we do a lot of that work and we take those things into account when we give a pricing recommendation. Now, can you do this on your own? Absolutely, and I have other videos that talk about how you can go about doing this on your own so that you have a really good price setup. But just know that Zillow inaccuracies are not something new, and you're not the only one that suffers from this problem. The fifth thing that you may be running into, and again, this is related to Zillow, is that it looks like other agents are selling your house. specifically Zillow Premier Agents, are selling your house. And this is actually because of how Zillow has their page laid out. They put their Zillow Premier Agent or contact an agent information directly under your photos. And so it becomes, to me, a little bit misleading because it looks like that's who's selling the house. There are some workarounds for this. It's putting some additional text overlay and information on your lead photo when you load them into Zillow. And the lead photo is simply the first photo in the roll of photos that you're loading up. And this will help counteract that. The other thing that you may want to do to help kind of tamp down some of the phone calls that you're getting is you may also want to look at getting a Google Voice number or a VoIP phone number and have that be the phone number that's used to contact you about your property sale. This lets you keep your personal number private and lets you continue to work and go about your day without being flooded by phone calls that are constantly interrupting stuff. You can then go take your VoIP number or your Google Voice number and you can check it periodically when it works for you versus having it interrupt your day. I hope you found this information to be helpful, and if you have, please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Have a fantastic day.